welcome to Monday Night TPK. Alright, hey, welcome to Monday Night TPK. I'm Kyle, and I will be DMing this 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Real Play podcast. We are deep into the city of Portnai and Zaru, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. Around me, I have 4 other players who are waiting patiently for me to introduce them. Ryan, just how patiently are you waiting?
Very patiently.
You're waiting very, very patiently?
No, I'm like, come on, basically.
You're vibrating.
Okay. Sorry for. So should we save what we made for this, or?
You will be using the stuff I asked you to work on.
Okay.
Before we start recording.
Okay.
You'll be using it today.
All right. Yeah. So we'll talk about it right now. Gotcha.
Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll pull that out in just a few minutes here.
All right.
Dana, what are you pulling out right now?
My character sheet for Ricsor that says Nubbins right on the top.
Your character sheet says Nubbins at the top?
Yeah, it does.
Did you see my post today on Facebook about the 2 episodes? I totally wrote Nubbins in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Because it was the Nubbins episode.
Nice.
So, dinosaur Nubbins! Exclamation.
Yeah. If you want to figure out our recording schedule relative to our release schedule, episodes 10 and 11 released today because we got excited and wanted to put out 2 at once. I wanted to put out 2 at once.
So switching from our timeline here. Endgame was really good.
Yep. We killed the big bad evil guy and Sam.
Yes.
How are you?
It's a Monday.
Happy Monday, Sam.
How are you, Kyle?
Hey, it's a Monday.
It's a Monday. Happy Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday but past work hours. So it's better than it was a few hours ago. Matt, what's good?
Same old. Got a little bit of a stuffy nose, but
Aw.
I think I'll be fine.
Are you gonna
So
sound?
I'm gonna sound a little weird, probably, but
that's okay.
it's just what it is.
I will let you sound weird, and I would
Thank you.
appreciate it if Ryan didn't continue making his awful nasal noises.
I've been restraining from making them. He's just making them.
All right, so
Are you breathing?
Stop breathing, Ryan. We don't like that.
That's harsh.
The microphones pick it up.
it's
You
true.
can't breathe.
I'm pretty sure every breath I take is being picked up by these microphones, and when I have to go review it later, it's gonna
You're
sound
gonna hate it.
like, oh
You're gonna
man,
hate it.
this sounds so bad. So I apologize, everyone who has to hear this. Last week, Sam took some fantastic notes in our shared Google Doc.
That's why I'm here.
It's the only reason why we let you play.
It's true.
Just so that you can take notes, the rest of us screw around.
Yep.
And by us, I largely mean them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened last week, Sam?
Sure. So at the beginning of episode 18, we were heading back to Kaya's. We found in the corner of the bar area a crowd had gathered, and they were all focused on a person in the center of the crowd, and he was in some fancy clothes. He was telling tales of adventure. Brielle ordered a keg. The man will now be known as Fancy Pants. Fancy Pants was talking about giants, and Fancy Pants was selling a book of monsters. Fancy Pants, we found, is Volo. So Ricsor approached him and scared him. Ricsor attempted to buy a book with a gem and spike fruit. Ricsor ended up buying a book from Volo with some help from Brielle. Then it was time for dinner and learning about monsters from the book. Gilly and Brielle then taught Ricsor some sign. And then we went to sleep. And the next morning, the city was getting ready for the races bright and early. Brielle went out for her morning workout routine and noticed a big golden half dragon in an almost argument with a gnome woman with pink hair. Brielle also noticed an ad for fighting matches. Yes, for fighting matches. Almost read that as fighting machetes. Not the same word, friends. Then we all ate breakfast and we headed to Tariki Anchorage. And we saw a bunch of peanut dinosaurs ready to race. And Ricsor learned how to ride a dinosaur.
Yep.
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Alright. That's what my notes say. So that's all I'm responsible for. Bye, guys. No, just
right.
kidding.
See you next week, Sam.
Bye.
Alright, so yeah, you guys know that the races are going to start at noon. Pushing about 10:30 or so. Ricsor's had a chance to stampede a dinosaur very, very quickly in a big circle around the pen.
Mm-hmm. I'm not dizzy. It's good. Okay.
You are not dizzy, and it is good.
Yep.
Ricsor's dinosaur that he's riding is a young Ankylosaurus by the name of Grungstomper.
Mm-hmm.
Ricsor... No, wait, let me try that again. Dana, I'm going to talk to you and not your PC.
Oh, okay.
What does your Ankylosaurus look like? If you were to describe it,
if I were to describe the Ankylosaurus, it's kind of a brown color.
Oh, that's a sexy color.
Yeah.
Brown is the color of sex.
Nothing brown.
Yeah.
Nothing brown.
Nothing brown.
Would you use any other terms to describe this dinosaur, Dana?
A little bit pokey. It's got some ridges. It's got yellow racing stripes.
What's the word you're looking for?
Nubbins.
Nubbins.
Is it covered in nubbins?
It's completely covered in nubbins.
Cool. How about its tail? Are there any nubbins on its tail?
I mean, I guess you could call them like bigger nubbins. They're
Got big balls.
Yeah,
Big nubbins.
big nubbins.
Big nubbins. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys want to do in the next, let's say, hour and a half, between Ricsor having a chance to get his bearings on Grungstomper and going to line up at the start of the race?
Gilly would be concerned about getting a good spot at the race because she is short and knows how it is with crowds and not being able to see.
Sure. The racetrack... the race actually starts at Golden Throne and kind of works its way winding throughout the whole city. So, in terms of a good place to see the race, that's a little bit tough because the dinosaurs are going to run past you once.
Fair enough.
And that's...
Gilly wants to see that.
She definitely can find a place along...
Where's the finish line?
Along the racetrack. The race starts, as I said, at the Temple of Savris. And it ends the arena, which is going to be item number 20 on your map.
So it's going to start here and head all the way down there.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm on a mark arena.
So yeah, it's going to kind of just race down the whole length of the city essentially, and then kind of wrap around across the couple of big bridges that would allow you to get to the arena.
If I remember from the end of last game, Gilly stepped out of the little cage area because she got afraid of being stomped.
Yes,
That sounds
definitely
accurate.
afraid of being stomped.
So I'm going to go out there and have a conversation with her about when we want to leave and where we want to go, and Brielle will suggest going to the finish line so we can see if Ricsor crosses it or not.
Mm-hmm. And Gilly will nod and agree. Yeah, but I'd like to not get stomped on. So, I mean, a good spot for my short stature, but also a good spot to not get stomped. Dinosaurs are unpredictable. Ricsor's driving one.
We'll see what we can do.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Ryan, what you got?
While they're having their little chat, I would like to have a chat with Ricsor, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'll approach him like, Ricsor, my friend.
Yeah.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
So, getting ready to race a dinosaur, huh?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah,
So,
I'm ready.
My favor is, it has been 12's lifelong dream to participate in a dinosaur race.
Mine too. I just didn't know it until I got here.
Would you be willing to carry him?
Of course. You would like, does he want to sit in front or like in a bag? How? You got some cloth I can tie him in front of me?
Keep him close.
Okay. I think I can do that. Do you hand 12 over right now? Okay. So Ricsor will just like...
Dust motes.
Yeah. Ricsor just like rubbing his face against 12 and like petting it and like, oh, you good 12? Yeah, you good 12.
12 is a rat familiar, just
Yep.
so we're all clear.
For anybody that's popping into the middle of this campaign.
Yeah, if you're starting...
Possibly dead.
If you're
We're
starting
still out on that.
listening to this right now, don't... Please just go back and suffer through the first few episodes and their horrible audio quality. And then we'll see it. We'll see you later. All right. For anyone who's interested, the race is going to, as I've said several times now, start out in Golden Throne, going past the Temple of Savras, wrapping down and around towards and past the Temple of Gond, going out towards the Temple of Soon. Okay, after you wrap around the Temple of Soon, you're going to go along the western edge of the Merchant's Ward, out into the Old City, around Executioner's Run, until you do a big loop and head back into the main city proper. You're going to go down Executioner's Run's number 2 if you're looking at the map.
Okay, I was just trying to figure out that.
You're going to go down back into the city, and you're going to go past the Grand Sauk, which is item number 6 on the map. And then you're going to do the long eastern leg of the city before whipping into the Market Ward and heading kind of a northwestish up the ramp and turning hard into the arena for the finish line.
Okay.
The title
I
of
follow
this
you.
episode should be "You Definitely Will Need a Map."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that means nothing. You're not looking at the map.
And Ricsor, you're as a person who's helping you, will basically tell you all that, and you probably have no idea what any of it means.
Okay.
But they're also going to tell you the race track and route is very clearly marked. So as long as you follow the markings, you should be fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, cool. So the rest of you, did you make a decision on exactly where you want to stand? I think Gilly and Brielle want to be at the finish line near the arena. It's definitely a popular place. A lot of people want to be there as well. But you guys could probably manage to find a view. Mountwood, where would you like to be?
I think, actually, I'd like to be towards the beginning of the race. Maybe like 100 feet from the finish line.
Like down the racetrack?
100 feet down the racetrack.
Sure. So, there is a walkway that connects Golden Throne with the Temple of Savras. And the race actually will go right across the entire walkway. So there's really no spectator room there. In fact, once the race starts, people who are around Golden Throne are kind of like stuck there until the dinosaurs clear. But you could easily be like at the edge of the what do you call it, the walkway on either side, on the Savras side or on the Golden Throne side, to be able to get your 100 and whatever feet in.
Okay, sounds good. If I had to choose between two sides, if it doesn't make much of a difference, probably Golden Throne, because I think I feel guilty sent by Savras.
You know what? Strictly speaking, if you were to go to the backside of Golden Throne after the race happens, the dinosaurs are actually going to race past the backside of Golden Throne as they go out towards the Old City, do their big loop, and then come back past that point again. So Matt's going to show you on the map there.
Yep. So here's Old City.
Okay.
So they're going to loop around this way and come up through here. So you would be in this area because this is Golden Throne here.
Okay. All right.
And you'd kind of be up on top of a little plateau area, but you could see down. You could see the races pretty well from there.
Right.
And you'd be able to see both the start and a couple different points in a loop.
That seems like a perfect spot.
I think it probably is. All right, cool. So the handler for Ricsor and Grungstomper begin to lead the two of you up towards Golden Throne.
Okay.
Probably about the same time Gilly and Brielle will head towards the arena, and then Montwood can begin heading towards Golden Throne as well. So you can go with Ryan. Mal can just go with Ricsor and Ricsor's handler. Cool. So essentially, for the duration of this, your characters, with the exception of Montwood, and we'll get to you, are going to be just standing around.
Brielle, when we get there, she's going to sit down in the dirt or wherever we're sitting.
Okay.
And she's going to whip out that Volo's book and she's going to start skimming through it. Because we've got a while to wait before they start to pass the finish line. So
Yes.
she's going to occupy her time.
Cool.
Gilly will just kind of peek over Brielle's shoulder.
Okay. All right. Cool. So for this race to be a little bit more fun and interesting, each of the players at this table are going to take on the persona of an NPC racer. In addition to, of course, Dana, who's playing Ricsor, who's playing a PC racer.
Yes.
Very politically correct, right? Very PC.
Yep.
Ryan.
Yes.
As the racers and their dinosaurs get to the finish line out in front of Golden Throne, is there anything you can tell me about who you're playing?
Oh, yes. He is fierce Kwalu.
He is
a Chultan-born human. Chultan-born and raised.
All right.
His hair pulled back in braided knots. Has his body painted like a tiger, and he's just appealing to the crowd.
Okay. What is he riding?
He's riding a young Triceratops named Obteus Chosen. Am I
Cool.
close?
Close enough.
Close enough. Okay.
We can change it to Teo's Chosen. It doesn't matter.
I always say Obteus. What is it actually?
Favorite.
Obteus' favorite.
But if you want Obteus Chosen, that's fine.
Obteus
Doesn't matter to me. All right. Lining up next to Grungstomper and Obteus' favorite is another young Triceratops by the name of the Full Halfling. Matt, what can you tell me about the Full Halfling's jockey?
The Full Halfling's jockey is a kobold named Rickety Rocksocks.
I like it. And what is Rickety Rocksocks doing as we wait for the race to start?
He is a smug little crap. And he's just got a straight face. He's got his reins and he's just head high in the air.
Very good.
Not even paying attention to anybody else. He looks confident. He's gonna win.
That's fantastic. I like it.
Pays no attention to the Chultan that is making faces at him.
All right. Lastly, lined up is a young Stegosaurus by the name of Chultan Iron. Sam, what can you tell me about Chultan Iron's jockey?
Chultan Iron's jockey is a tall elf, very slender man named Jet Silverstream. He has sparkly silver hair that is cut very short, except the front, which is longer and covers half of his face. And he sort of prances up to the front with his dinosaur, flicks his hair back, and is ready to race.
Awesome.
Emo.
Posh.
Awesome. Okay. On our little mini board here, I'm just making sure that all the different racers are lined up at the beginning of the start line.
Who's using which mini?
I don't know. So we have 4 miniatures lined up at the start line of our little bit of a racetrack we got going on here. Dana custom painted her own Ankylosaurus. And so Grungstomper is being represented in full glory with Ricsor's miniatures sitting atop it. I'm sure somebody will post a picture of that on Facebook
I just took it.
as the release of this episode comes closer. Next to Grungstomper is Upteu's favorite, being represented by another custom painted Triceratops mini that Dana painted. Next to Upteu's favorite is, as we've said, the full halfling, being represented by a... Is it pronounced bullet or boule?
It's bullet or bullet. I'm not
Bullet,
sure.
bullet. It's a miniature.
Could look it up
It's
on
silver.
D&D Beyond.
It's silver.
Land shark.
It's a land shark. Matt painted it, if you ever see the pictures. And then lastly, we have Cholton Iron being represented by an unpainted Gorgon mini. When I say Gorgon in this case, I of course mean the bull-like classical D&D monster.
Not the Medusa.
Not the Medusa. So here's how this is going to work. Once we start, we're going to do a round. It doesn't really matter what order we go in, because you're not going to be interacting with each other a ton, unless you, I guess, really, really choose to. But, so we'll start with just Ricsor and kind of go around the circle as people are sitting here as I announce them. Every round, each rider makes a wisdom animal handling check. Each of our players here have a different DC for their dinosaurs. With each successful check, they will be able to run a certain amount of speed. They have those speeds. They are represented by 2 different numbers. The first of the 2 numbers is your basic normal speed. If you are able to successfully, if you beat the check, you can go that speed. If the check fails, that dinosaur's speed or distance does not increase that round.
What is our mods?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Hold on a second. When a racer's tally is equal to 300, equal or exceeds 300, that dinosaur crosses the finish line. A racer can try to move at the higher of the 2 listed speeds by lashing the animal furiously. In this case, the animal handling check is made with advantage, but the dinosaur must make a successful DC 10 con check at the end of this round, or its speed is halved for the rest of the race. So you can try to go with the faster speed if you want to, but you run the risk of the dinosaur getting mad at you and not being able to continue at that pace.
Okay.
What's our top speed there? I can't read your...
Our speed is 50-75.
Okay.
Alright, you asked about a modifier, and the NPCs have a +1 to their animal handling.
Cool.
Alright. A large cheering crowd is assembled at Golden Throne to watch you line up with the other dinosaur racers. The beautiful and mysterious Kawathe addresses the crowd, establishing the rules and describing the course, which is marked with bright paint on the street. She wishes good luck to the riders and shows off the prize. A sack full of gold and a small wooden chest. She promises the contents to the winner. A horn blows and the riders tear off, heading onto an elevated walkway above the merchant's ward, where a throng of people cheer from below. Dan, you can make an animal handling check in an attempt to get your young Ankylosaurus to move forward.
Alright, let's go, Grungstomper. That's gonna be a 16.
Does that beat your die check?
Yep.
Alright, what's your speed?
40.
40, so you're off to a fast start here. Okay. Alright, cool. Up next, we have Oteu's favorite.
Yeah! Oh, that's good. It's 17 on the die.
17 on the die.
I'm sorry for that spike there.
I'll fix it
I'm
later.
not used to being loud.
What is your base speed?
40.
Oh, 50.
50.
Alright. Taking the lead.
Fierce Koala will stand up on the Triceratops as he passes by Ricsor.
Alright.
Ricsor's holding a rat.
Kind of shows him up.
Ryan, and that reminds me, if as they move through certain areas, because right now they're just kind of shooting past Golden Throne, Motwood wants to chime in for something, you'll need to stop me before that happens.
Well, this needs to be all within 100 feet of me.
Well, right now they're within 100 feet of you.
Alright, so I'll just kind of... It has a vocal semantic, so I'm going to act like I'm sneezing a word or mad muttering and cast guidance through
Alright.
12 on Ricsor.
Okay, so the next time Ricsor goes to roll something, he'll have guidance.
Cool.
Man.
That's just the D4.
Cheating.
Yeah. Ricsor's not cheating. Ricsor's just holding a rat. He's doing a favor.
The full halfling. The full halfling is next.
Alright. Let's see, what do I get on die? That is really bad. Oh, that's a total of 7.
All right.
Still looking smug.
So he goes,
so the full halfling does take off, and you are able to leave the Golden Throne zone.
Spots of blue spike along the way.
But it's pretty clear that at the very least 2 of the dinosaurs are ahead of you. And next we have Cholton Iron.
Oh, wow. That is a 12, which matches.
That's what you need.
All right. Well, go then.
Remind me what your speed is?
40.
40. All right. So as we clear the Golden Throne, it looks like Ubteu's favorite is just about in the lead by a smidge. Dust clouds rise up behind your mount as you tear around a grand temple with a domed roof that resembles an unblinking eye looking towards the sky. Happy priests line the streets, ready to cast spells to aid you. As you guys go past this particular area, if you want to make an additional let's see here. You can make an additional animal handling check to kind of pull off to the side, and you may be able to gain a benefit of a spell if you want to make an additional check.
Nope. Ricsor will keep on going, just waving at them.
All right, so Ricsor.
That's going to be 18.
All right, and your speed is 40?
Yep.
30, 35, 40.
Is guidance just a one-time
Yeah,
thing?
I'll have to cast it again.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
yes.
It's your turn.
It's Ryan.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryan. I don't know what I'm doing.
Ignoring the best, I see. This is rigged against me.
You're the best. No.
Do you want to make the additional check to pull off and possibly get a bonus or a boon from the...
No, I don't think I will.
Okay.
I think I am going to try to push Ubteu's favorite.
So you're going to lash the dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right, you get advantage.
Oh, no. Womp womp.
Oof.
That's a grand total of 4. I got 3 on both
Oh,
dice.
jeez.
So you're whipping your dinosaur real hard, and you just can't get any speed out of it. Dinosaur has to make a con save. I'll tell you, I'll roll the con save for your dinosaur.
All right.
What?
+2.
+2? Oh, thank you.
Womp womp.
I rolled a 2. For the rest of the race, all of your speed totals are halved.
This is what we want, guys. This is what we want.
Your Triceratops is not happy to be whipped. It starts kicking and lashing and trying to throw you off, and you're able to hold on and kind of eventually get it under control, but it doesn't seem to want to listen to you. It just seems to be angry on the whole.
Should have skipped my turn.
Does it move at all?
Um,
This one or no?
It will move past the Temple of Savras into the next zone,
Yeah.
but
It's behind.
because he failed his initial animal handling check, he does not move at all
Okay.
in terms of like distance around this board here.
Right. That's what I was wondering.
All right, Matt.
Okay.
You're coming up on the Temple of Savras. You can
I
see the
think-
Triceratops kicking its rider.
I think Rickety is gonna pull off and try to get that benefit.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Oof, that went way up there. That's only gonna be an 11 though.
Okay, it's not high enough to get. You can't quite maneuver it close enough to the temple to benefit, but you can now make an animal handling check
Okay,
to
keep going.
keep going.
That is a nat 1, my friend.
Oh.
Oof. The crowd isn't sure if Rickety
Rickety, yeah.
is even in control. Like the Triceratops.
As he's coming up, he's staring at the Cholton, and he's like,
People are diving out of the way, like you're clearly crossing the barricades.
he lets go of the reins and almost falls off.
Yeah, it is. The street are cheering wildly, while people are screaming in terror on the street side that you're kind of like running into.
This is not my normal dinosaur. I don't know what's going on.
All right, Sam. What is the Cholton Iron doing?
So I imagine that's happening behind me. Well, we'll see. Either way, Jet just kind of looks at the offshoot and goes, Psh, no. And whips his dinosaur too instead.
Ooh.
Oh.
Woof.
Don't you have advantage?
Woof. Okay, well that's a 16.
Okay.
So
What's your...
That makes the DC.
he passes my animal handling, but my my con is a +3.
All right.
Wow, Kyle.
Excellent.
So you're gonna go the bonus speed now.
Okay.
So what is your higher speed total?
My higher speed total will be 60.
60. All right. So the Stegosaurus is lashed into a frenzy, and it just like stampedes forward, blowing past all the other racers. But once it slows down, it seems to be very, very unhappy with the lashing that it got. And it is kicking. It is like trying to swing its tail up to even like hit the elf riding it. It is just not thrilled at what's happening right now.
That's quite enough. That's quite enough.
All right. We want. Okay.
Lost Pepper was
She's taking it away from you.
Ricsor is gonna be like, "Wow, that was fast. Let's go, Grungstomper. Let's go."
So you round the Temple of Gond, where many clever water-powered contraptions are on display. A number of water jets spray intermittent streams across the road that could knock you off your dinosaur.
Uh-oh.
In addition to making your normal animal handling check, each rider this round must make a DC 10 Dex saving throw. A success means that the rider is able to remain mounted. Failure means that the rider falls off and only gains half of their minimum speed.
Are making that dex check before our animal handling or after?
I'll say before.
Okay.
Is Richter still in the my range?
No.
Okay.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
he's
Definitely
way
not.
out of it now. You would have to
Yep.
probably do that last round.
If you wanted
It's 100 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're way gone. Yeah.
750-ish feet.
Okay.
Pushing 800 probably.
Wow. All right.
I'm just ballparking on the scale here. All right, so we're top of the round here with Ricsor going first. So you need to make a dexterity save to avoid these jets of water.
Okay. That's going to be 21. As Ricsor is just amazed and just like so in sync with the pattern that's going on, it's able to just maneuver through it all.
Perfect. Now give me your animal handling check.
Okay. It's going to be 9, which does not meet it.
All right. So Ricsor is ducking and weaving and totally enthralled by these jets of water and isn't really able to progress too well in terms of distance.
Right. Gotta slow down a little bit.
Gotta slow it down a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. Ryan.
Yes.
Remember, your total speed is now halved.
Halved.
And give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure thing.
DC 10.
That's over 10. That's 18.
Perfect. You're able to easily dodge out of the way of these jets.
Come on, I'll tell you this favor. Get back in this, and I'll try to move at a normal pace.
Okay.
So it's only 20 feet now, or 20, but... that is a 16.
That means a score. It's a
Cool.
14.
So you move 20 feet?
No, 25. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
25.
the
Yeah,
base
it's
is
25.
50, so...
So you move up, kind of catching up to Ricsor. Matt?
Alright. So you need that dex first, right?
Yep.
Man, I shouldn't have played a kobold. This is always great. But it makes for great storytelling. I rolled a... See, that's a 5 on the die, so that's a 7.
Yeah. So a jet of water, like as you're going through this section, hits Rickety like square in the upper torso, and he is just knocked flying off of his Triceratops. And he hits the ground and stumbles, and the Triceratops kind of just comes to a stop because it's like, oh, where did my friend go?
Stops to get a drink. Literally a halfling Triceratops.
So Rickety can scramble back up onto the full halfling, and you can still make an animal handling check, but you're going to be at half whatever your speed is you choose to go.
Okay. That is still not going to make it.
Oh my goodness.
That is going to be 12.
I mean, you're lagging way behind.
Let's go!
It's like you can see like you're hit by like one of the first jets of water as you approach the Temple of Gond, and
Still looking smug.
Cholton Iron is like out of view completely. Uteu's favorite and Grungstomper are clearing the temple.
Let's go! Let's go! What do they call you, halfling? You're just as worthless as one!
Sam.
Bolt out of nowhere.
All right, now I know you're angry, but that's quite enough. Dex. Wow, total of 5.
All right. So I mean, it's still a little bit higher than what Ricsor got there, or sorry, Rickety got there.
No, I got 7.
Oh, did you? You told a 7?
Yeah, I had 5 on the die.
Oh, I thought you were.
So I have a 5 total.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah. You are cursing your dinosaur like, well, that is enough. This is improper, and you take a shot of a water jet like right to the face, and you're like you're not super small like the kobold is, so you're not like totally knocked off your dinosaur, but like you have like one foot just dangling in a stirrup as it like kind of like dragging to one side.
And it ruins your do.
Oh.
Your hair is very messed up.
Now I paid good money for this. You do your work, animal.
So you can kind of clamber back onto it and still make a race check.
Sure. That's a 12. So we will be going half speed. It meets my animal handling.
All right.
So 20 feet.
All right. Can you move? Progress. It looks like the Temple of Gond really kind of messed things up a little bit, but you're still in the lead, even if it wasn't very pretty.
Did you guy move?
No, I didn't this last round.
She rolled.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
like a
Oh,
nine
that's
or
right.
something.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, everybody's moved but me, so.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are now heading out on a land bridge, which is going to take you out towards the Temple of Soon. You are about to race underneath the elevated causeway that leads to the Temple of Soon. Beautiful flowers of Soon are ready on the overpass, preparing to dump shiny things on you that will make you appreciably more attractive. You guys are actually passing under the bridge that goes to Soon.
Cobalt.
I'm going to roll basically an odds or evens on what effect applies to each of you as you go through this.
Okay.
nice.
Dana, you got an evens. So as Ricsor goes under this bridge, just armloads of glitter fall all over Ricsor and Grungstomper. And in order to not be blinded by this glittery light, you need to give me a dexterity save.
Okay. 11.
All right. You are going to be able to only proceed half your normal speed because you can't see well enough to navigate at full speed.
Oh, I got in my eye. How?
Oh no.
Ricsor's not worried about 12.
Come to me.
trying to brush 12 off, get all the glitter off while still maintaining the reins. And it's going to be a 9 again, so not going anywhere.
Yikes.
Oh no.
All right. So yeah, you're physically moving through the city, but you're not progressing very well in this race. Let's see here. Ryan, you think so? I'll try it again. All right, cool. Ryan, as you are pulling your Triceratops under this bridge, a whole armload of streamers are let loose, and they proceed to wrap around the front of the Triceratops' face and eyes. And give me an animal handling check as you try to keep it under control while pulling the streamers free.
Is the DC the dinosaurs?
The DC's in front of me.
Okay.
Wow.
Natural 20.
You have no problem pulling the streamers free.
And they'll be part of my ensemble now.
You let them wrap around you, and they kind of flutter in the breeze as you kind of hold your arms out wide. People in the crowd are just going crazy. They are screaming your name. They want you to bring the dinosaur championship back home. Now give me a check to move.
This is where I botch it. Hey.
And you are so engrossed in the cheers of the crowd, and you kind of thump your chest, yes, I am your favorite son. And you let loose of the reins to the dinosaur, and it slams hard into the side of a barricade, and you slow down considerably and don't really make a lot of progress. Matt.
Yep.
This will give it. This is the
See what the cobalt gets.
Okay, Cobalt is coming through there,
That's
and you
treasure.
see the streamers, and you've seen this fistfuls of glitter, and you're hunkering down, oh no, what's it gonna be, and just a shower of glitter rains down upon you, and you try to cover your eyes. Let's see how successful you are.
That is a 16 on the die.
You make the save.
Okay, I'm just gathering them up as they fall down.
Just have your mouth open.
Sparkles! I like shiny things!
Give me your normal movement roll.
That's a 19 on the die.
Wow.
So
Okay.
plus 1 is 20.
Holy la.
Holy crap, I move up the field.
50
Inspired by the
50
shinies.
feet. Yeah. Those shinies, man.
And because everyone has been so like entranced with either the streamers or the glitter, you feel yourself catching up to, at the very least, 2 of the other racers. Sam,
Oh.
you also get the glitter,
Yes!
and as it just showers you with sparkles of gold and blue and red.
Yes, yes. Let me make my roll, and then I will roleplay my
You
roll.
need to give me a dexterity save.
Beautiful! That's 19 total, so he's like, yes! Ah! And scoops up some of the glitter from the dinosaur. No, these are for beautiful things. And like puts it through his hair so it sparkles.
The priests and the priestesses of Soon, they are just chanting your name. Like, you are the most beautiful, you're the most beautiful thing ever!
I blow them all kisses.
They like, I don't know, like swoon a little bit.
I'll slam into a barricade, please.
Rickety goes.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Ricksor. That's 18.
You need to change die.
But you're going
Right.
half speed, right?
Yes, so 20.
I love how we're still being legit about this, but still rooting for Ricsor.
15,
Yeah.
20?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Alright,
That's how you DM folks. Root for your party, but don't be afraid to mess them up.
Montwood. At the end of this next section, Ricksor will be in range again.
Alright. We'll do the same thing.
Alright. But it's the end of this section.
Okay.
So not this roll.
Not yes. Crowds line either side of the street as you make your way towards the old city. Suddenly, a cloud of flying lizards swoops out of the alley to your left, zooming directly into the path of you and your fellow racers. Everyone must make you'll have to make a DC dex save or be blinded by this during the stage, which will mean you'll move half of whatever you can normally move.
Okay.
If you fail your animal handling check, your dinosaur, a thing will happen. So, Ricsor,
Dex, you said?
make a dex save to be able to navigate around.
That was a 4.
Alright, so you fail that. So you're blinded by this cloud or swarm of flying lizards. So you're going to move it half, but you can still make your animal handling check.
Oh no, don't stomp on them. I know. Grung. No, they're not grung. They're lizards. Don't stomp them. That's 5. I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Oh
Grung here's Grung and stomp.
Your Ankylosaurus starts snapping at the lizards.
What's a meal?
Ordinarily, they're not necessarily like meat eaters, but like it catches one in its big jaws and like slows down considerably to start chewing.
No.
And you actually lose 10 feet.
No.
Oh no.
Ryan,
Yes. Dex save?
dex save.
Dex save. That was weird. That's a 4.
Alright, so you're going to be blinded by the lizards. But now you need to make a animal handling check.
Versus lashing at them. Animal handling. Oh no. That's a 10. 9. That does not make it either.
Same thing. Your Triceratops is able to like start snapping at these lizards that are harassing it, and it gets a giant mouthful. And again, something that usually eats plants, but stops to eat, and you lose 10 feet. Matt,
Dex, you said?
I did, yes.
That is a 7.
Okay. Once again, blinded by the lizards who are really
It's in my face! It's in my face!
pretty close to your size.
That's a natural 20, though.
Okay, so you're able to go your normal speed. Well,
Awesome.
half of it because you're blinded.
Half. That'll put me there.
Okay, that lets you pull ahead of the other racers.
Except for this one over here.
Well, who's way in the lead. way in the lead.
Yeah, no. See ya, suckers.
All right, Motwood, you can definitely see that Ricsor is not doing so hot as he comes around, kind of in third place.
Cast guidance is all. I'm a crazy old man, not sure like it. Guidance!
All right.
12 sneeze again, and there's a little poof of glitter.
Your dinosaur roars as you ride through the gates of Old City. A huge crowd looks down on you from the elevated walkway that connects two of the ziggurats. You will need to make 2 sharp turns as you... Yeah?
Do I need to fight the lizards?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, geez, you're so far in the lead. I forgot about you.
That's okay. I just don't want to have an unfair advantage.
No. Sorry. What you got?
All right. Jet sees these lizards and goes, "Oh, how preposterous!" Oh, that's a 16. I'm sorry. So good.
Dex, Jet, right?
Yes, Jet.
Pulls a rapier from his belt and begins slashing at the lizards, cutting them out of the way of his dinosaur.
No! Stop that! It's cheating!
None of this. Haha. Have blood in your faces. Oh dear, but I got very distracted, and that would be a 6, and I need a 12. So I don't move at all. No, I'm already... I don't move at all.
Have.
So what that means actually is because you failed, your dinosaur, your stegosaurus, starts
right.
snapping at some of the remains of these lizards.
10, right?
No, you're not supposed to eat them.
10.
You lose 10 feet.
No.
Right.
We're
Right here. Yeah.
So 5, 10.
Yep.
Stop that.
There we
Stop
go.
eating them. Stop it.
All right. So now your dinosaur roars as you ride through the gates of Old City. A huge crowd looks down on you from the elevated walkway that connects two of the ziggurats. You will need to make 2 sharp turns as you round the fighting pit at Executioner's Run. You can't help but notice that there is a crabby triceratops lurking in the pit. Yeah. So you guys are just going to kind of make your... Sorry. Yeah, you guys are just going to be able to make your normal checks as you kind of go through this.
Okay. So, even with guidance, that only makes it a 10 on your 12.
You can choose to grow with advantage.
Ricsor would not do that.
Alright, so you don't proceed.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you do go through Old City, but you don't progress in the race as a whole.
Okay.
Alright, Ryan.
Right. Is it animal handling?
Yeah.
So, if I try to whip him again, would I get the full 50?
You would get half of whatever your larger number is.
Oh, right, yeah. Is that worth it?
75 is your last.
75 is our
I'll give
largest.
I'll give about 35 feet. Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's do normal. Get back in this. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm stuck. I'm now the kobold. That was a total of 8.
Alright, you just kind of like wipe out for a second as you try to round the Executioner's Run, and as you try to reorient yourself. What happens with the kobold?
That is a 17.
Alright, your kobold's able to like totally get his dinosaur going.
Yeah!
And go his full...
Halflings aren't that bad!
Because you're still going your full speed, right? You haven't whipped?
No, I've not whipped.
Alright, so you can go your whatever your normal speed is.
So, I'm right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50.
Okay. You find yourself pulling up real close behind that pompous elf with the now bad hairdo.
The glitter fixed it. It's not like a spike up. The glitter.
Some glitter encrusted spike.
Yeah.
Like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Ryan, Mountwood will be able to see who is it? Ricsor coming out of coming out of the old city right about now, if that is something he wants to deal with.
Oh yeah, another guidance.
Okay.
Because it'll be another 6 seconds later, right?
Mhm.
Guidance is a cantrip.
Yeah.
All right, so you are on. Let's see, you rocket back into the city proper. And did I do that again?
Yes. May I have a turn, please?
Sorry, Sam.
That's okay.
Like I thought I double
She's like
checked.
out of your peripheral.
Like I thought I double checked things this time in my head, but I keep forgetting you.
So, Jet sees the kobold coming up on his left and goes, "No, unacceptable, unacceptable,"
He's
and
will
will
smug again.
whip, Chilton Iron.
Okay.
Hoof. Hoof. With a high score of 10.
All right.
That fails.
Dinosaur's gonna make a con save.
Plus 3.
Dinosaur makes it.
Alright.
It's cool. You don't lose any more favor with the dinosaur, but
Excellent.
um,
I go half of the, vest.
no, you failed your animal handling check.
Oh, that's- I
so
totally
you go
did.
Nowhere.
I go to 0.
Your whipping doesn't. It just isn't like gonna hold a grudge against you.
Oh, okay.
That's how that works.
Fair enough. Okay. No, you dumb animal.
All right. Now you rocket back into the city proper and head right inside the Grand Sauk. People sit on crates and animal cages, rooting you on as you navigate the narrow lanes between fully stocked stalls. If you like, you can attempt to. Let's see here. You will see lots of different items on the shelves that you could try to reach out and grab if you really, really wanted to. You could make an acrobatics check and attempt to get a bottle of Tej. You could make a strength check and plop a canoe in the path of another rider. You could unleash a caged flying monkey. The flying monkey will appreciate the thing. I think it'll happen. Yeah, so that's your most obvious. You can steal a beer, knock a canoe in someone's path, or try to free a monkey. Or do none of the above. Okay. I'm not forgetting you, Sam? You went, right?
Yes, I will be at the end of this. I'll help.
Thank you.
I'll raise
Thank
my
you.
hand
I appreciate
after.
that. I appreciate the assistance.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ricsor's gonna try to just keep going forward, focusing on the race. So that's gonna be 20 total,
You are able to very easily go your normal speed.
which is 40.
You're catching up.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to do anything extra?
Nope.
Okay. Ryan?
Tej, you said.
There is a bottle of some bottle of Tej.
All right, so it is my turn.
Yeah.
Through that little tactical break. And you said that there's Tej on the side, and it is possible to grab one. Well, Tej happens to be a sponsor of Obteo's favorite, so
Sure.
I have to grab one for the brand.
Make me an acrobatics check. I feel like your stats would allow you acrobatics something in particular. And it's not like I didn't just have a second to look this up. Oddly, you are not specifically trained in acrobatics, so it's just the 2 from your dex.
I'm gonna roll this one this time because this one's been betraying me.
Because it's not really.
Betrayed on all sides. At 2, Brute.
What's your total?
7.
Yeah. You reach your hand out to snatch for a bottle of Tej, but you miss.
I lost a sponsor.
I'm sorry. But you can make your animal handling check.
Okay, do that. Hey, there we go. 18.
You succeed. You go
25 feet.
all right. You're definitely running behind, but still, who knows what's gonna happen? Matt?
None of this stuff interests him. He's just gonna.
Not even the flying monkey. It's a flying monkey.
No, it's not.
It's
None
a
of it's
monkey that
shiny.
flies.
None of it's shiny. He's a better sport than that. That is a 17 on the die, though, so that is an 18.
You do your thing. You move.
He moves full. Yeah, I'm in that square. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Very cool. Very cool.
He gets smug as he begins passing everyone.
Sam?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to raise my hand. Good job,
It's
Kat.
fine. I remember that you exist.
Thank you. So I would imagine Jet would be coming up and seeing the Tej and going, "Aha! My victory drink." So he will grab one with a 15.
You successfully grab the drink.
Excellent.
Do you just chug it on the spot?
Yes.
Awesome. The crowd is just going absolute crazy. Like, they are screaming.
You found a sponsor.
Screaming your name.
Just so you're sponsored.
Yeah.
You have advantage on your,
Oh no, Ricsor, I'm so sorry!
on your next roll of your choice.
Okay. Oh, of my choice?
But it only lasts for the duration of this race. Not
Right.
that this NPC is going to matter beyond that, but...
Right. Well, I'm just going to make a straight roll.
Sure.
Oh, golly, doesn't matter. That's a 20.
She moving full?
Nope, still
Yeah.
just half, so 20.
Alright, you guys clear the Grand Sauk. The streets are clear. It's a straightaway. And at this point, Upteo's favorite seems to be lagging behind pretty heavily, with Grungstomper just ahead, but almost neck and neck going back and forth are the full halfling and Cholton Iron. So we're going to do 3 more total rounds, and then we're going to be within sight of the what do you call it, the finish line.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see where we're at the end of as we approach.
All right, so this is a good straightaway, a good time to catch up.
Good time to catch up.
Nope.
But if you roll 4, dinosaur doesn't listen. If you roll badly, your dinosaur doesn't seem to want to listen.
Right. Yeah.
All
We're
right.
just enjoying this experience. We don't need to win to enjoy it.
Right.
Aww.
Yeah.
Rick's just having the time of his life.
Oh yeah.
Ryan?
Rickety does not feel that way.
Oh my goodness, what is going on right now? 5.
You're stampeding down the street, but 3rd and 4th place have remained unchanged.
It's because Crystal is sentient.
I'm not. Yeah,
That
I'm not.
die is sentient.
Yeah, it's not against you.
Keep it because we're supposed to lose, so
That's
that
true.
Ricsor wins. So that die is sentient.
But I don't want you to win.
That is too.
I thought I was gonna. I mean, I was doing really bad because I'm using my DMing dice, and my DMing dice only rolls really good against players.
Well, you're gonna fail here.
I use it during anything else, and it rolls crap.
Curse you. Curse you.
Now it's doing good. It's
Well,
starting out bad.
it's your turn, Matt. See what happens.
So let's see what happens. This is just straight away, so nothing's going on, right?
Just a straightaway.
That is an 18 on dice. That is a 19.
That's not how curses work.
Nope.
Okay, you succeed. You're still going at full speed,
I'm
aren't
still
you?
going at full speed. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
All right.
Pulls away from the elf. He just
Man, I wish I
Smug
would have
looking.
grabbed that canoe.
smug looking.
Sam?
Rickety's gonna rock your socks!
No. And I will take this roll with advantage.
Race defeat the
All right.
dinosaurs.
Highest is a 16, which beats, and we go 20. Onward,
20.
animal. Go faster.
All right. That is. Let's see here. Got 2 more rounds.
Mhm.
Yep.
So at the start of this round, as you guys are kind of running into down the street, a party of 5, you might call them adventurers. You have two dwarves, one of which is in like full plate mail and seems to be dragging real bad. You have a half elf and a human. 4. I said it's party of 5. So another human. Seem to be lost and confused and have made their way onto the track.
Yep.
Luckily, it looks to me like that's Matt. Is that your boule?
Mm-hmm.
So the full halfling will have to deal with him first. And so will Chultan Iron, but the other two may have time to. So Dana, here's how it's gonna work.
Uh-huh.
You need to make an acrobatics check with advantage to try to like really steer your dinosaur out of the way.
Okay.
Before you make your animal handling.
Okay. I get advantage because I'm behind the other two.
Because you have a bit more lead time.
Okay.
Right there. Yep.
Sorry, was this acrobatics again?
Yes.
I have to look at what my number was. I didn't write that down. So that's 11.
All right, you just needed a 10.
Cool.
So you managed to not be slowed down. Now give me your animal handling.
Nope, that actually meets 12. I
Holy
needed 12.
crap.
Nice.
Holy crap.
Everybody move! I will go forward 40.
Can someone assist?
I got 35, 40. Catching up.
Woo woo!
All right. Next we have
Anybody want a peanut?
Ryan. You're going to make an acrobatics check with
That's Sam's
I'm
next
sorry.
set.
I have a question.
advantage.
What if I don't want to try to avoid them?
I mean, Rickety was thinking the same thing.
You're going to give me a animal handling just to get your dinosaur to try to plow into them.
Okay.
And then we can worry about the speed at which it's traveling afterwards.
Dwarves of 40 points.
Oh, 19.
Wow.
If your goal is to steer your dinosaur into this group of adventurers, you...
I am fierce Kwalu, son of Chult. They do not respect our ways.
Get
Okay.
out of the way, peasants.
So, sorry, I had like a class marching order in my head. You get the one at the rear.
Which is the dwarf in plate mail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's dragging real bad.
He's all sweaty.
Now give me your animal handling check to see what your speed is.
I'm actually going to whip Taya's favorite thing in the class.
Yes.
I'm not sorry. Huh?
Just cross my fingers for you.
For me or for the dwarf?
Just for fun.
Oh, God.
Not 20 on that one.
No, jeez.
Not 20. No, so not like taking that 20.
on the die.
You're going as fast as your dino. Have you failed any whippings yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has.
So he's doing 35 right now.
So you are. He's going as fast as he possibly can.
You said 35?
Yeah. All right. So the dwarf's like, oh, this heat is so bad. I gotta find some what is this? Oh my god!
Oh, I wish that they could see your face when you did that. That was just beautiful. Oh. Whew.
Jet cheers. Yes!
Brian, you're give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. 9.
Oof. So this could have gone a couple different ways. Alright, if you'd gone really high, you would have been able to, like, stay on the dinosaur and, like, catch a piece of flying dwarf as a trophy. But because...
Human annihilation, Kyle. That's happened.
But because you rolled really poorly, the dinosaur's fine. I mean, it's a Triceratops. It charged into, I don't know, like a can of Spam, basically, right? It's fine.
Does it
Blast
have
zone.
an arm stuck on its horn?
Oh, it's got a whole.
It needs to be the name of the episode. A can of spam.
That's. We'll get to that later, Dana. We want to come back to this. But Ryan, you don't succeed in hanging on to your dinosaur. Instead, you keep going forward. And you land just in the middle of the track. And your dinosaur is still running. It's like being shot through a window as your car comes to a stop, right?
Yeah, okay.
And man, you were just whipping your dinosaur into a frenzy.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Is this too cliched, guys? You know where I'm going with this.
Yep. Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
I feel like this is gonna have to involve some sort of dice rolling.
I mean, people died in the pod races in Star Wars, so if Lucas can do it, you can do it.
The dinosaur does not. That's an 8 on the die. The dinosaur just runs you over. You're out of the race. Obtain's favorite is no longer favoring you.
Yeah.
Jet just goes, oh!
Oh no! Rickety.
Human annihilation, guys.
Rickety, you can kind of look back and see that as you're also trying to dodge these same adventurers. Give me acrobatics with disadvantage because you're right there. You're right in front. You're the first one there.
Disadvantage. Ooh, gosh. It's acrobatics with dex. That's a 9.
Okay, give me your dinosaur speed.
That's a 1.
No.
Oh, that's your dinosaur control, isn't it? Not so much speed.
Animal handling, yeah.
Yeah, so your animal's not under your control very well. The first one to cross is a human in very, very light armor. He's got a rapier on his belt, and you can see some metal bits of weaponry in his boots. He's got a big hat with a feather in it.
Oh.
He's gonna make a dexterity check to try to jump out of the way. Or this is not be a dexterity save rather. That's gonna be a 16 on the die, assuming at least a +2 modifier. Your Triceratops, basically like catches his leg as he tries to run, and you see him fly sideways. His leg looks a little bad, but he is still alive. And you have moved. Well, you didn't move.
No, I don't go anywhere.
Sam, you're gonna roll this just a straight roll for the acrobatics.
Okay. Alright, I choose to hit them.
You choose to hit them?
Yeah.
Give me animal handling to deliberately hit them. Your dinosaur is not going to want to run straight into them, especially a Stegosaurus.
Okay. You're right, he doesn't. That's a 2.
Okay. So you attempt to navigate your Stegosaurus into this crowd of now horrified adventurers. But your Stegosaurus seems to not be cool with that.
Okay.
And like guides itself around them.
Okay. Jet's gonna play it off as, no, watch out, I don't want to run you all over. Coming in hot! And then, so I wouldn't be anywhere near Rickety then, correct?
No, you're behind Rickety.
Okay.
You're behind me, yeah. We're close, though.
You're still pretty close.
Like, close enough where I could, like, ram him?
If you can catch up, you're far enough behind that.
Alright.
You're still...
Okay. Alright.
10, 15, 20, 30, 35...
Do I still get to make another animal handling? Or?
You're still...
move? Yes.
Okay.
Move, yes.
Okay.
You absolutely do.
Wow, that's horrible. That would be a 7. So no, I don't move.
You don't move. All right. So
Rickety winning!
we have just lost a dwarf. We have just lost a rider. Things are looking grim. And that rogue is, or not rogue, that bard is probably not going to be able to walk right after this. Dana.
Yes.
After this round, you guys will be in sight of the finish line
Okay.
for the final.
Is this just a straight, boring old street?
This is a straight, boring old street.
That is 12 exactly.
Then you move your speed.
Oh, you move your full
10,
speed?
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, you're catching up.
Yeah.
The full halfling is still out there a ways ahead of you there, but you feel like you're coming in hot.
Maybe.
So let's see here. Uteo's favorite has left the race course. Has slowed down. If anyone's paying attention, they'll see that a group of Cholton kids has begun feeding it spike fruit. And some very enterprising adults are picking pieces of armor out of its horns, possibly for the purpose of resale later.
I would like to ooze.
Yeah, there's a streak on the ground. Hopefully the rain, whenever it rains next, will take care of that. Matt?
Yep. Alright, handling check. That is a total of 12, which does not make my DC
Oof.
a 14.
Oof. Sam?
Uh,
Just a straight away.
Go! That's better.
No!
15. So I get to move up 20 feet.
Oh, pulling just ahead
Oh.
of Ricsor.
Close enough to the kobolds yet? No.
Nope.
Dang
But I
it.
didn't move last round, so you have a chance.
All right.
No! Go!
Jed will kind of lean over and go, "Don't worry, I'll get that one up there.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't
See
believe
ya."
in kobolds winning races."
I win!
All right. The finish line is in sight. It's the arena. The stands are completely full of cheering citizens, wildly screaming their heads off. They all begin to stand to get a better look. I'm assuming at this point, Brielle and Gilly would hear what's going on. Probably even heard the screaming down the line a little ways, and a lot of people.
As everybody goes, ooh!
Yeah.
All right. So there's one final obstacle to be overcome. A water-filled trench 10 feet across that must be jumped. Jumping it will require an additional animal handling check. If the check is failed, the rider and the dinosaur fall into the water.
No.
Do you then not move at all or just half?
You don't move at all.
Okay.
Dana?
Ricsor will pat Grungstomper, alright, let's do this, and then holds tight onto 12 as they leap. And to get a... Sorry, this was animal handling, right?
Yep.
So 18.
You clear the water trench easily.
Easily.
Now give me your animal handling to move.
6.
Oh, no.
Okay, but you have cleared the water trench.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I ooze.
That guy's a smart.
Some people have come over to start picking at your body. Matt?
He's probably got some pretty nice clothes on.
He had
Yeah.
some pretty nice clothes on.
Oh,
This is
that was
the
almost
trench.
really bad. It's just an animal handling check.
Yep.
That'd be a total of 18.
You jump the trench.
And then to move, correct?
Yep.
That is a total of 8.
Okay, you don't move.
I go, why you stop? Go! Go! Ah! They're coming! Pretty Dino, please go! Please go!
Chilton Iron's gonna jump.
Oh no!
6.
Stegosaurus and Ryder fall into the water.
No!
They're washed away.
Go! No, go!
Alright. There's no more.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Is he still in the race, or does that like knock him out of the race?
Alright. So eventually, because technically Rickety is in the lead, pulls into the finish and crosses. First,
I win!
with Ricsor pulling up a handy second place shortly before.
Kobolds win! Kobolds win!
Beautiful, scantily clad men and women hand you a gleaming medallion, Rickety,
Ooh!
as the crowd chants your name. Rickety!
Yeah!
Rickety!
Yeah!
Your dinosaur roars in triumph and regards you with respect.
And they beat you to Tyrannosaurus.
You are given a number of gifts, including the sack of gold. You're given a key to the city, a special ring, a
Ooh!
bag full of jewels,
Ooh!
and an invitation to dine with a merchant prince.
Ooh!
Second place.
Mm-hmm.
Numerous people come out to shake your hand and congratulate Ricsor on his great navigating abilities and the respect he showed to Grungstomper.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Thanks.
And
Yeah, Grungstomper's great.
Ricsor gets a medallion as well, made of silver.
Ooh.
And it has on it, and the backside kind of carved into it, not the backside, but in the background carved into it is an elaborate maze.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the center of the maze is the number 2.
Oh. Okay.
And like you can see if you look at it later closely, that the maze could be traced and completed with a clear starting point and a clear ending point.
I wonder what the 2 means.
You are also given a sack full of coins.
Ooh. Can a guess of how much is in there by just the weight?
It's a whole bunch of silver pieces.
Okay. Cool. It's a whole bunch.
I mean, right now it's a whole bunch.
Okay.
All right. So, Ricsor, what would you be doing after you're handed your prize and, kind of like introduced as the second place winner and people are like, yeah, good job, good race?
I'd be just patting Grungstomper for all of his hard work and kind of keep an eye out trying to find Brielle or Gilly or Montwood even. Making sure that 12's okay, not too shook up.
It seems a little less dusty, like dust has been blown off it maybe.
Okay. Is there still a bunch of glitter?
Oh man, glitter everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You will have glitter on you until the day you die,
Yay!
which is the next episode.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I mean, so that's all really.
Okay. There's really no like barricades or anything to stop you guys if you wanted to approach
Okay, yeah.
Ricsor.
Yeah, we would run over there.
Yeah, if Gilly thought that it would be safe, she would run up.
Yep, there are 2 dinosaurs. There's a Triceratops and an Ankylosaurus, but they seem to be, at this point, there's handlers come that are feeding them and whatnot.
Wow, Ricsor, you did a really great job.
It was so much fun, and Grungstomper was great. Did you see that jump at the end? That was amazing.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So much fun. I hope that we can do this again before we leave. Yeah, like we can come back next week maybe.
Maybe some week in the future. Yeah.
Around you can hear people starting to talk about, yeah, in an hour they're going to start race 2.
I mean...
You guys were told they were told 3 races.
Yeah. There wasn't really any plans for... Did Grungstomper's handler mention anything about him being in the second race? I don't think so.
Yep, you were told that race 2 is for bipedal dinosaurs.
Right.
And then race 3 is the no-hold bars.
Right, which...
Dinosaurs frequently attack each other, like vicious race.
Right.
Grungstomper doesn't participate.
And Grungstomper doesn't participate in that.
Okay, I remember the third one he did, but I couldn't remember what the second race was.
Yep.
Okay.
He is limited by his physiology to
That's
the
right.
first race only.
That's all right.
Well, if the next race is starting, do you want to watch one?
Can we? What do we have to do now?
Brielle will sign. We have to go find Iku. She says, I've got important information that we probably should discuss.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go find Iku now.
Okay, that's fine. This was fun.
But you did really cool. I'm glad I saw the jump.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Do you know why they were booing?
Oh, that was very messy. There was some people in the way.
Oh.
And they didn't move fast enough.
Oh.
And one of them got hit.
Oh.
By the Triceratops. Yeah, like just stuck right in the horns. And then the rider got hit too.
Oh, no. And at this point in her head, Gilly's putting together that there were 4 dinosaurs that started the race, and now she only sees 2, and goes, yeah, I think it'd be a good idea if we went and saw Iku, like, right
now. Okay, sounds good.
Brielle was saying we also need to find Montwood.
Okay, but I want to be inside.
So we leave Montwood?
No.
Okay.
We can go find him, but like, let's stay by buildings and stuff.
Oh, I can't be Fierce Kwalu. He's smashed.
Sorry, right?
You never get that character as your future character.
Alright, guys. So, it seems like a good time has been had.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you have some stuff you still want to accomplish today, knowing full well that you're going to have to leave tomorrow morning.
Right.
I guess we'll have to figure out what happens next week when we return to our zany adventures, guys.
It's zany.
Hey, Matt, if people want to find us on social media, where can they do that?
You can find us on the Facebooks and the Twitters at Monday Night TPK, and also on YouTube at Above the Table Games.
Fantastic. Part of me right there wanted to tell people where they could find our podcast, but I feel like if they're hearing this right now,
they should know where it's at.
They may have found a way.
I usually post it along with any of the posts that talk about the episodes that are coming out. We also are on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also at Monday Night TPK.
Yep.
Cool. Someday we'll have content on our YouTube channel, which you can find at Above the Table Games. We have grand ambitions. We just need to figure out how to make those ambitions.
A couple things. It didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're working on it, guys.
We're working on it. All right. Have a good night, and thank you for joining us at our table.
Bye.
content from this episode was pulled from Tomb of Annihilation Companion by Sean McGovern. You can find it at dmsguild.com.
Y'all die.
Surprise, they're undead penguins.
Oh no.
OMG, zombie penguins.
Zombwins.
Sounds like a B horror movie.
It does.
Pengbees.
Penguins.
Pengbees.
They got big stingers on their little butts. They waddle at you and then like whip around and like sting you.
Smack. And then you turn into a zombie.
Zombie penguin.
You turn into a zombie penguin.
But not a zombie.
No.
Not a penguin bee, just a zombie
There
penguin.
has been
Yes.
there has been a zombie movie. There has been
Yep.
a zombiever movie.
Yeah,
I've
zombies.
seen Zombievers. That was real
I
bad.
debated watching it, never did.
You
Isn't
didn't.
as bad as I think
It
it
is
is.
probably worse.
Good.
Probably worse.
Makes me still want to watch it more.
Oh god.
I love B movies. They're so funny.
The Bee movie with
Nope.
Jerry Seinfeld as
Nope.
a bee who falls in love with a woman.
Nope.
That's just a weird relationship.
Not watching that movie ever.
Oh.
Especially after you've described what the movie's about. It makes me want to watch it even less.
Me too. I've seen most of it.